Hey my friends, I'm your friend Kevin. Welcome you to your Dvine Daily Blast. Let's get right to it, as usual. Oh, here we go. What's going on here? What's occurring? What's happening? Here we go. Oof. Thank you. I have to reset my little stage here. Alright, so enough of my waffling. I'm going to start with the moon because I often forget that. And it's very important today because this dark moon is in the sun sign of Cancer. Now, highly and possibly anything romantic and financial could spiral right out of control today. The dark moon is really asking to take a breath and be sure to keep your lines of communication well and truly open. Remember, I said for the week coming up, we have to be grounded. We've got to take time to breathe, to look at the bigger picture and not get clamored by opposing forces, all kinds of things. And all of these cards this week are pointing to it. Now, we're in an angel numerology number 3 day today, so we're getting gentle guidance from the ascended ones. Ascended ones being ascended masters, those who we loved and cared about, our ancestors, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, family, that we were connected to in this physical world, that have actually passed into the spirit world. Call upon them, gather their pictures, bring close to you things, items, symbols that remind you of them. If it sparks emotion, that's fine. But just to bring them close and ask for their gentle guidance as you navigate this dark moon, because we've got a new moon coming up tomorrow. I'll get more into the tarot card for today because it does make a difference. I claim abundance and financial freedom in my life. Now, if you are experiencing the contrast of financial limitation, scarcity, poverty consciousness, that needs to be changed. This is where I claim abundance and financial freedom statement comes in. You want to be free from that mental stuff. I am vibrating with the energy of wealth and abundance. Wealth, the idea of wealth, the thought about wealth, the entitlement, the people that we see that we say are wealthy are just people. It's a vibration. It's an energy. They're just people. Many of them typically put on masks, wear hats, fancy clothes. It's nothing wrong with it. If they want to celebrate their wealth by doing it, go right for it. But some of the most philanthropic, wonderful and wealthy people that I've ever met and ever known do not show their wealth off by what they wear, by the cars they drive, by the houses they live in, by the neighborhoods they inhabit. They don't show it at all. They are it. The wealth comes in the way they treat other people. The wealth comes in the way they feel about other people. The wealth comes in the way that they are helping Mother Earth, in the way that they are being philanthropic, in a way that they are using it for the benefit of everybody. I have a little extra, so I'm sharing it. They are not people who slap it up in your face. Look at me, how fabulous. The last one here is I'm on the right path for the best benevolent outcome and all the areas of my life, so it is. If we say that wealth and abundance is coming to me, wealth and abundance is on its way to me, it's like thinking of it as the waves coming into the ocean. Think of it as we have had nothing but whatever, a dry spell, and the garden looks parched and the grass is all brown, but rain is on the way. Water is on the way. It's always on the way. It's coming. Not, the idea that we don't have it. We change that to the idea it's coming. It's on its way. And not really having to wait for it. It's just going to arrive when it's supposed to arrive, and here it comes. And then when it comes and when it arrives, when you get it, yes. $1 is 100 pennies. $10 is What is that? What would that be? $10. How many pennies in $10? So you look at it that way. You don't look at it like, well, it's only $1. It's just $1. It's 10 pennies. Or 100 pennies. On and on we go. Archangel Raguel is our divine master for this week, asking and requesting all of us to detach ourselves from drama. And I would say this week, with the planets being the way they are, the moon cycle, the energy, the vibration, ooh, yes. Some will be, thank goodness I'm over that storm and that crazy nonsense. Others will be, oh my God, what's going to happen? That's either or. You have to choose which vibrational level you want to be on. Raguel says, we're being encouraged to take the highest road possible. Our angelic friends are reminding us that we were born to guide and heal. This won't be possible if we allow ourselves to go into judgment, to be clouded by the energies of the past, or the ego, or the drama. And remember that whenever there is a dramatic event going on, you got the chance to choose whether you want to be part of it. Let me get into that. Let me see what's going on. Or not. It is a very soft, delicate process. We're humans and we're curious, and our human side wants to know what's happening over there, because it's more interesting than what we believe is happening here. But what's happening here can actually start to be really interesting. Creativity is the presence of the divine. When we're creating something, we're flowing from our natural heart space continuum, if you will. We're not flowing from somebody else's dreams and wishes and trying to do something better than they've got going on. I've long since believed that comparison is the thief of joy. And there is a very slight difference between comparing yourself with other people, which usually brings up what I don't have and what they do have, or what I have and they don't have, which is awful, or inspiration, which is saying, oh my goodness, that person's just inspired me to be a better person, to create something else, to work a bit harder. And your activation message for Raguel is, thank you, Raguel, for helping me discern the truth without being attached to the drama. You can almost ask yourself, is that really what's happening, or am I picking up a story? Don't say that to somebody else, because that's judgment. Unless you know them well and they're asking your opinion, and you can then, do you value the opinion? Because I want to know, make sure you're in a good place to receive what I've got to say. You want to make sure their well-being is protected when you go dishing out your, is that the truth, or is this the story you're telling yourself? I've got some lovely, wonderful, direct friends that I really care about who are going to tell me that. And some of the things that are said are wounding. And when they wound deeply, I've got to pay attention. We got a message from Archangel Ariel, the Lioness of God. Strength and courage. Call upon me for self-confidence, to fearlessly face any situation. Here is the affirmation. I stand in my power and courage. I embrace the limitless possibilities that await me. This is what we're being called to do. If you think about it, our global consciousness, doesn't matter whether you live in Bahrain, whether you live in Cork, Ireland, whether you live in the frozen tundra, there's drama going on. There's things that are happening on a global level that are causing upheaval, unrest, changes. Oh my goodness, this is crazy, upsetting. People become grief-stricken, panic, don't know what to do. Our job is to be the lighthouses. There's a place for you, let's go. There's love for you, let's go. There's kindness for you, let's go. Just words of encouragement. That's it. Rama and Sita, they are our divine masters this week. Hindu goddess and god, they represent the divine masculine and the divine feminine together. They're usually associated with the festival of light, also known as Diwali, and they're about bringing holy unions together. It could be a romantic connection that you have, but I have to say this is more soul to soul connection. You becoming connected to the roots of your soul in kindness, compassion, and love, in giving and taking, in understanding that you are a beloved child of the divine, and the masculine and the feminine energies of Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Catholicism, all of that, even Judaism. They're just reminding you of how incredibly loved you are. Louise Hay's affirmation today from Monday the 13th of July: I trust life. I know that it brings me everything I need at the perfect time in the perfect way. 2 giraffes. You look how graceful giraffes move. Well, unless they're running, and even when they run, they're graceful. Just perfect. I learned over the weekend that giraffes and tigers, leopards, and other wild, if you will, species don't have the same spots. It's like their fingerprint. They're basically very different. Recognizable simply by their own species. We see it all as pretty much the same, but they are very different. Now, the tarot card for the week happens to be the 20, which traditionally says it's judgment. It's almost like awakening. We see a hand, could be the hand of the divine, prying open the gates of heaven, and we see our souls rising. No, this is not death. This is spiritual awakening, inner calling, a profound life-altering transformation, and a rebirth. This card represents the inescapable cosmic wake-up call where you are urged to evaluate your past. Release the unhealthy karma, drama, resentments, feelings of ick. Let it go. Embrace your true and higher purpose, my friends. Goes along with all of this. You see how all of this vibrational energy is working. Fairies everywhere. You can bring a blessing to all of us that ties all this in for today, as we celebrate the dark moon, as we let that darkness move our soul and lift us up higher, greater, brighter. Believe in magic. I can't think of a better way to even describe this. What does magic mean to you? Magic to me is basically the realization of something that wasn't real and now is. The card says, open your eyes and see the magic that's all around you. The magic in nature. The magic in the skies. The magic of the earth everywhere. And the fairy of the Northern Lights says you are part of nature. So you are magical as well. I could go a bit further with my naughty self and say, magic is in the madness. You know, way back when, our spiritual ancestors who believed in divination, who paved the way, whether you want to call them Renaissance witches, fortune tellers, truth sayers, those who walked the earth. Merlin is probably the earliest one I can think of, who actually used power of divine will to manifest the magical ways that things come out. Witnessing it. Even Jesus in the Bible talks about stories of healing Lazarus, of turning loaves and fishes from nothing, because it was a belief. And magic is a belief. You can believe in magic, that it happens, that it manifests, but you have to believe it. If you're putting out a desire, if you're putting out a request of the universe, you have to believe. You have to have faith. It's coming on its way. They answered it. But that lives in here. If your next, under your breath, it's been the subliminal message you've been saying, you just blocked it. You just push pause on it. If you get into the joy and the feeling of, I'm so excited that this is about to happen, look for evidence that it's about to happen. If you want to open a tea shop, if you want to buy a house, if you want to move, if you want something new, then do the creative work to start getting into that flow of energy that allows it in. That's just law of attraction. Well, my friends, that's it. Until tomorrow, much love, many blessings, and bye for now.